Shabbat Shalom, family of Messiah Yeshua. Shabbat Shalom to the worldwide YouTube and social media community. This is your beloved brother ShaulYisrael, coming back again with another Yahweh-inspired message. I'll be reading from the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 8. I'll be reading from the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and starting verse 8. And I read, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says Yahweh. For as the Shamaim are higher than the Eretz, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain comes down, and the snow from Shamaim, and returns not there, but waters the Eretz, and makes it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goes forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but shall accomplish that which I please, and shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." And I read in Matthew chapter 13, and verse 18. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 18. "Hear you therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and understands it not, then comes the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he that was received seed by the wayside. But he that receives seed into stony places, the same is he that hears the word, and anon receives it. Yet has he not root in himself, but endures for a while. But when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also receives seed among the thorns, is he that hears the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becomes unfruitful. But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that hears the word and understands it, which also bears fruit and brings forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. I read it to say this. Yahweh is the one who brings forth either conversion of a soul or reprobation of a soul. So the responsibility and the exclusive right of conversion is in the hands or the authority of Yahweh. It's not in the control of the messenger of Yahweh. It's not in the control of the assembly of Yahweh. But the conversion or the reprobation of a particular soul is in the hands of Yahweh. For Yahweh is the one that draws souls to hear the word of Yahweh preached and taught. Because according to Titus 1, Yahweh reveals his word by preaching. So when a person hears the word preached and taught, Yahweh is the one who determines how his word will affect that soul. Yahweh will either choose conversion or reprobation. Conversion means that soul has been chosen to life eternal. Reprobation means that soul has been reserved for eternal destruction. As is written in Romans chapter 9 and verse 9 and verse 20. Romans chapter 9 verse 20. Verse 19, you will say then unto me, why does he yet find fault? But who has resisted his will? No, but, O man, who are you that reply against Yahweh? Shall a thing formed say to him that formed it, why have you made me thus? Has not the power of the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another vessel unto dishonor? So Yahweh is the creator of all things. Yahweh has chosen certain to life, and he has reserved certain to death. This is Yahweh's sovereign will, sovereign choice. Yahweh's word determines the results within a particular soul. If a person has been chosen, then they will receive the word and submit unto it. They will obey it and faithfully be obedient to the word. If a soul has been reserved to eternal damnation, then they will faithfully disobey the word that's preached and taught. For those who will be led to hear this word of Yahweh, Yahweh will determine how his word will affect your heart, either to convert your heart or to give it over to reprobation, give it over to an insensitivity to the leading of Yahweh's Spirit, which means the more of the word that soul hears, that soul will be given a witness of damnation against it. So when a reprobate soul hears the word of Yahweh, that reprobate soul is receiving a witness of damnation against it, that in the day of judgment they will have no excuse, they won't be shown mercy, but they will be condemned to the lake of fire forever and ever. For that cause, we're to seek the will of Yahweh. We're to not doubt Yahweh, but to submit ourselves wholly, completely unto the will of Yahweh. For Yahweh is the one who determines conversion or reprobation. Those who hear and is chosen will be given faith to submit unto the word of Yahweh. Those who have not been chosen, Yahweh has reserved their heart for reprobation, to act according to its own will. So, family, examine yourselves. If you're chosen of Yahweh, then these things will be evident in your life. First Thessalonians, or rather 2 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 1. SHA'UL and Silvanus and Timotheus unto the assembly of Thessalonians, which is in Yahweh thereby, and in the King Yeshua Mashiach. He bids them favor and shalom in the name of Yahweh and in the name of the King Yeshua Mashiach. We give thanks to Yahweh always for you, all making mention of you in our prayers. Meanwhile, seeing your work of faith and labor of love and endurance of hope in our King Yeshua Mashiach and the sight of Yahweh in our bar. So these three things will be evident in the life of the chosen. Work of faith, labor of love, and endurance of hope in our King Yeshua Mashiach. Work of faith and labor of love mean that soul that's been chosen to salvation, chose to life eternal, will continue in the word of Yahweh. in spite of trials and tribulations and persecution, that soul will continue in the word of Yahweh. But if a soul has been reserved by Yahweh to eternal perdition, then that soul will be left to itself, given over to a reprobate mind. A mind that so will grow in insensitivity to the presence of Yahweh, that it will consistently reject the will of Yahweh. And in the event they hear the word of Yahweh, they will reject it and be given over to a reprobate mind, be given the witness of damnation against it. So take heed how you hear, seek the will of Yahweh, examine yourselves to see if you're chosen of Yahweh or if you're a reprobate. I pray Yahweh bless His word. I pray Yahweh lead whoso will to hear it. And I pray Yahweh fulfill His will in the hearts of those who hear, that He may be glorified. I give Him praise, honor, and glory. In the name of His beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, so be it, so be it. Shabbat Shalom.